Greetings and welcome to the NewsRamp Media and Journalism Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, delighted to have you with us as we explore today's top stories. At newsramp.com, we curate business news from the best newswires, bringing you the most relevant updates. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. While AI assists in producing this podcast and generating the voices, the news stories are all real. You can read the full articles on newsramp.com. Today is Wednesday evening, May 28th, 2025, and we have a great mix of media and journalism headlines lined up for you. So whether you're on the go, working out, or just relaxing, stay with us as we get started. Here's our first headline.
Newton Golf Company Inc., NASDAQ, NWTG, releases financial report, business highlights for Q1 2025. Newton Golf Company Inc., listed on NASDAQ as NWTG, has reported a significant revenue increase in the first quarter of 2025. The adoption of the Newton motion shaft by over 30 professionals has contributed to this growth. The company has projected revenue guidance for 2025 to be between $6.5 million and $7 million. With the introduction of its latest shaft family, Newton Golf Company has experienced a triple-digit year-over-year revenue growth. The CEO, Greg Campbell, expressed satisfaction with the first quarter results, noting a 246% revenue increase. This success underscores the performance of the Newton motion shaft. For more information, investors can visit the company's newsroom at ibn.fm/NWTG. TNL Mediagene getting noticed on Wall Street. Benchmark Equity Research starts coverage with speculative buy, $3.50 per share price target. TNL Mediagene, a next-gen media company focused on Millennial and Gen Z audiences in Japan and Taiwan, is making waves on Wall Street. Benchmark Equity Research initiated coverage with a speculative buy rating and set a $3.50 per share price target, implying nearly 350% growth. With major publications like Business Insider Japan and Gizmodo Japan, TNL Mediagene boasts about 45 million monthly unique users. The company's technology-first approach to advertising and marketing, leveraging AI and data from over 175 million digital footprints, sets it apart. As regulations change the landscape, TNL Mediagene's trusted brands and ability to provide omni-channel solutions make it a prime target for advertising opportunities. With a dual growth strategy focusing on organic and inorganic growth, TNL Mediagene is expected to deliver sustainable long-term value for both clients and stakeholders.
Inside the relentless pursuit of power, Charles Denier Productions launches Chasing Power, a hard-hitting exposé on presidential ambition and the battle for the presidency. Charles Denier Productions is set to launch Chasing Power, The Path to Pennsylvania Avenue, a groundbreaking podcast delving into the world of American presidential politics. Hosted by Charles Denier, the show offers rare access and insight into the strategies and ambitions driving the race for the presidency. From JFK to Trump, each episode explores the tactics and influences shaping modern campaigning, from media manipulation to voter mobilization. Whether you're a political enthusiast or a curious citizen, Chasing Power provides a raw look into America's political arena. Tune in starting December 25th, 2025, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all major platforms.
Charles Denier Productions announces new podcast Threat Level Red, a frontline intelligence briefing on America's most dangerous threats, available September 11th through 2025. Charles Denier Productions announces the launch of Threat Level Red, a new podcast premiering on September 11th, 2025. Hosted by Charles Denier, the podcast delves into the various threats facing America, from cyber attacks to terrorism and more. Denier, with over 20 years of experience advising top government officials, provides expert analysis on complex security issues. Threat Level Red goes beyond the surface to uncover corruption, criminal organizations, and civil unrest. This podcast equips listeners with the knowledge to anticipate and defend against emerging threats. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and all major platforms.
Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Media and Journalism Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24-7pressrelease.com, newsdirect.com, and blockchainwire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.